Harvest is organized chaos. You fly by the seat of your pants. Every field that you go into, it's like Christmas. When that windrower opens up and goes down that road.
Everybody here has got a common goal.
There's a lot of hands that go into getting the harvest done.
Things have to move whether you think you can do it or not.
Hold it.
Dad, he doesn't have a lot of patience.
No, shut it off, please.
He doesn't mean anything by it. He just wants to get something done.
My oldest brother is more of a foreman type, kind of hands-on when it comes to packing and shipping potatoes.
Yeah, we got a problem over here with this bin pilot.
We find it pretty funny because one second he's angry and no one wants to be near him.
Shut your Murtec!
And then the next second he's laughing at something.
My middle brother makes sure that things are running the way they should be.
Ross Doyen presents an idea. You have a farmer that's been farming his whole entire life. How amazing is that that farmer then gets to turn around and use it on his land?
The sprayer behind us is a John Deere R4038. Does 36 rows of potatoes at one time. Ross came up with a design that they actually put inside the sprayer. Showed the engineering, and engineering thought that was a great idea. His new sprayer came with his own design on it.
If a truck breaks down, if a harvester breaks down, or windrower, Ross is there.
Think you got a rock caught?
I've never seen him get mad, ever.
He kind of sits back and watches everything that happens and just kind of laughs at it.
Spare parts.
My role has been more of overseeing of the finances and the buying and selling.
He knows the operation. Even though he dresses cleaner than everybody else, he'll go out in the field and get dirty. It don't bother him.
Welcome to Aroostook County. You've got a lot to learn.
It's the way of life. I mean, this Aroostook County is potatoes.
We're farming about 2,400 acres.
We're gonna fill all these bins right now, and then we're gonna fill this whole walk, and then we're gonna fill these other bins.
We're probably one of the largest seed producing farms in the state. There's a red potato, dark red Norland, the russet Burbank,
Caribous, Atlantics,
Superiors,
Lehighs.
Mochas and Juanitas and Snowdens.
These potatoes ultimately end up in Frito-Lay bags, Cape Cod bags, Utz potato chips, McDonald's French fries.
Everybody's got to eat potatoes.
Our high school in our local district closes down for about 3 weeks this time of year.
This has been a tradition for forever to let the high school kids out for 3 weeks.
It gives the opportunity for the kids who are willing and able to work to give the farmers a hand to help get the crop in.
A few years ago, the school board tried to get rid of harvest break, and the community was not in favor of it at all.
These kids need to experience the Aroostook County culture and experience working hard.
All of the farmers came together and they spoke at school board meetings. There were little kids up there talking about their family's farms and how important it is.
When it comes down to someone needs something, this community comes together like no other.
The community fought for our culture and what our farmers need, so I think harvest break will be continuing for a very long time.
I guarantee you that those kids will look back. They're not going to remember math class the first 3 weeks, but you could never trade out that experience.
It's a great way of life to be part of a family farm.
You know, you look at potato farming in Presque Isle, Maine, and what it supports there. I don't think that you can underscore the importance of the American farmer and what it lends to the makeup of our country.
Well, it's a wonderful way to bring up children. And if you're fortunate, some of the children want to carry on.
My father, he's had his eye on Jack for a long time.
You got a good opportunity here for him if he wants to do it.
My favorite thing to do is probably windrowing during harvest, digging all the potatoes out of the ground, getting it ready for the harvester.
He's a lot like I was at that age. Like, there's no question of what he wants to do. I grew up on a neighboring farm. I married Martha. We've been married almost 18 years now.
He's smart, hard worker, and he grew up on a farm, so he knows all about it.
My son was diagnosed with acute leukemia. We had to continue caring for our son away from home, but the farm kept going. My other brothers kicked in, my employees just made things happen and everything got done.
We all help each other and work together all the time. We always have.
He's doing great today. I'm proud of him and proud of what he's been able to accomplish.
What Mapleton means to me, it's the best place to live and to grow up and raise a family.
I never thought twice about not farming. I'm very fortunate because my wife is passionate about farming as well.
You gotta have your wife behind you or you're beat right off the bat.
That's a key ingredient. She took care of her grandfather who started this farm.
W.C. Doyen Farms got started way back, I'd say probably 100 years ago. Willard was a senior in high school. He got an acquaintance with a John Deere dealer in Presque Isle. Willard said, I can't afford to pay you that. And he said, you wait till you get the money to pay me.
John Deere has just been a fixture on this farm my entire life, from the small 30-20 and 40-20 tractors that my dad purchased in the 60s, moved on up to these large machines that we drive now.
It makes a big deal to have the service and the availability to get equipment. He just came right on the spur of the moment, called him up, and they came right out.
If it's their only tractor there and they're running in, they need it that day, I mean, we're gonna go out and get them fixed.
You have a situation, you have a whole entire team that activates, not just in Presque Isle, but all over New England to bring whatever is needed to make sure that they're back up and running right away, because that's the key.
You go to work in the dark, you go home in the dark.
When they're in the middle of harvest, we will be right there beside them.
You always just make sure you get the work done.
Gotta make hay when the sun shines, right?